Thank you for visiting Past the Wire TV, the YouTube channel of PastTheWire.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Past the Wire TV. I am here with the man himself, Paco Lopez, one of my personal favorite riders, and a guy I feel like I've watched your whole career because I was going to the track every day when you first showed up. So I go way back and remember when you were first riding. I think you first came to Calder, right?
Yes, I started in Calder, buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When you first came, you came to from Mexico, correct?
Yes, buddy. I come from Mexico, yes.
And you didn't speak any English?
Nothing at all. Well,
not a word. How
sure.
tough was that to come to strange racetrack? Now at Calder, there are a lot of people that speak Spanish, so it's not that bad, but it's still tough to come to a new place, new country, try and get established, no English. How tough was that for you?
Nothing at all, buddy. No, for sure, a long story. I come into USA, pero to ride quarter horses. I need in close coming to ride thoroughbred. I know in the thoroughbred in Mexico, pero I no interest. I watch it like one time a year in the paper and in Mexico, but I never even close to the interest the thoroughbred, not even close.
Really? So no. What made you switch to thoroughbreds? What happened? How did that come about?
I come into Mexico to USA. I do in the quarter horse and matic races in Mexico. I do very well. It was in the past, but in the cartel in Mexico, it's doing very dangerous. And my career in Mexico, it was very bad with it. People not respect, no nothing at all. I don't have a chance to live a life over here. So I have a chance to come into Miami, my ex-boss, and then she said, Paco, you want to ride quarter horse in Miami? Or why not? So you pay my pass to go to USA, coming easy one. And then I made it, and then I start riding quarter horses in Miami, 2006 and 2007. I don't know if you remember the economic kick was down.
I do.
In the house. And then no more gamblers, no races in the quarter horses. And then one guy, he told me, this Paco, why you not ride thoroughbred? You want to go? I looking for more money. I need want to try ride thoroughbred.
Right.
I think I want to make money, like the gallop horses, like the freelance, something like that.
Right.
And I come into Calder, and I started in Calder, right? Thoroughbred. And one day, one guy, Venezuela, he asked me, he said, Paco, you want to try thoroughbred? And then I have a nice horse over there. And then, okay, why not? One little crazy baby, nobody want to jump with that horse. Little well, so you pay me every day, I take care of that horse, no problem at all for me.
Right.
That was easy.
You are known, I gotta say, you are known as being completely fearless. So you had no fear whatsoever to get on a horse that was tough for other people to get on.
Yes, exactly. Something like that. For me, it's easy to ride horses because in Mexico, I start ride bull. That way trying to ride bull in Mexico. Okay. But I grow up, I'm very sure, and for the ride bull, a bull, you have to be long leg in my legs, I know grow up.
More important than long legs to ride bulls, you got to be a little crazy, no? I mean, it's crazy. Years ago, you're not going to remember, there was a jockey, Cowboy Jack, they used to call him, Jack Cannell. He actually won the Preakness years ago on a horse named Aloma's Ruler, And I was up at Saratoga, and at Saratoga, about a half hour away, they had a town, Lake Luzerne, where they had all these ranches and rodeos. And one night I went there, and he was riding bulls in the rodeo. So I said to myself, this guy, he's got to be able to ride anything. Because if you get crazy enough to get on and ride one of those bulls, you can ride anything. You could stay 8 seconds on a bull is about like 8 hours in like regular time, right?
Yes, well, in Mexico it's different, but exactly, you're right. When you ride a bull, when you ride a horse, it's very easy.
Right. How do you even control a bull when you're on a bull? Do you control it or you just try and stay on it?
You are staying on with the bull, you don't want to go fall off, that for sure.
Right, 8 seconds, right?
Yeah, it's very different in the skin. When you ride in the bull and the skin is very different. It's moving back and forth. You don't even know, imagine how you have to ride a bull. It was my crazy time. It was my crazy thing. I'm doing crazy thing. And I have a little bull, little crazy. Okay, go ahead. I want to jump with that bull.
So when you ride in a race, okay, even a race like a Breeders' Cup race, a Kentucky Derby race, those races we know are run a little bit tougher than everyday races. Nobody really wants to give an inch. Is very, very competitive. But for somebody who's actually ridden a bull, that's got to be like a day at the beach for you, no?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like everybody's different. Like I can say everybody have a different feeling, every horse is different, It depends how you confident you and your horse. I believe for me, myself, when you believe in your horse and you jump with a horse and you confident with a horse, you're not worried about nothing, and the race 20 horses, 30 horses for me is easy one, Someone's, yes, and the horses, someone's is inside, she's scared a little bit, someone's is have a little more bow and the other one. It depends, how is the connection, but you have to show to the horse, how it's scared, you confident with the horse. When you like not scared, you give it confident with the horse, that's for sure.
Yeah. And this is probably an easy question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, just because I want to know. You won a Breeders' Cup race. You've been second in 2 Breeders' Cup races, third in 2 Breeders' Cup races. So you've been successful at the highest level of thoroughbred racing here in the United States. Okay. Is the Kentucky Derby the race that Paco Lopez has his eye on? Is that the one that means everything to you? And I know every jockey says, yeah, the Derby, the Derby, the Derby. But I mean, you've won a Breeders' Cup. There is so many big races, Dubai, everywhere now. What would it mean to you to win the Derby? Is that the race that you are focused on?
You want to say you think I'm well crazy, but I want to say like different, and then I want to say I want to win. I want to ride in that race in the All American Dakota horses. That was a race I want to win. Yeah.
Really? Because you started in quarter horses? Is that why?
Yeah. I never did in the professional. Always I do in the amateur races. And then my first time I ride professional, it was in Hialeah.
Really?
Yeah. That was I want to do in professional. That was right there. And on my dream, when I was in Mexico, everybody want to be there in the All America. That was the biggest races in the world, in the quarter horses. And that was the race I want to go compete in the race. I don't know if I want to win, but I want to go in the race.
Really? That's interesting. See, I would have thought for sure. Everybody always says Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Derby.
Well, I grew up with different world, like I can say I grew up with the quarter horses, and I love quarter horses. You put me at one horse, quarter horse, one thoroughbred, same money, that's for sure, 100% want to jump with the quarter horse.
I don't know the statistics, but to me, it seems like you win an awful lot of those 5 furlong sprint races, okay, on the grass. Is that because of that quarter horse experience you have? You're used to those get out there and go kind of races?
I can say I hated to ride in the thoroughbred in the sprinter races.
Really?
Yes, the reason I don't like it because in the thoroughbred is very different horse. It's not like kind of quarter horse. Very different horses. The quarter horse is flow 200, 300 yards, and the rest is over. And then the thoroughbred you have to ask it too much, especially in the big horses. Someone see make it easy one. So has to hard for making the space, very hard. And that was the reason I don't like the sprint and the thoroughbred. You ask too much to the horse, and then yes, I win a lot of races because I be comfortable with the horse. I live in to the horse. It's funny. The last one there, I ride for one train and they said, Paco, what do you think? I have to make the list in the polytrack league. What do you think? Let it go in the break, and I figure out. It's okay. I leave it sent to you. You play in the break. I like that when the people told me like that, and I let it go with the horse. I know why my best out, but I give it to the horse. Why?
Right.
What do you want to be the horse?
Right. I notice you have a very interesting style, okay, when you ride. You're able to kind of relax the reins a little bit and kind of give the horse the head and let them settle in until you really want to get down and ask them to go. Is that why you try and get them to relax, so you kind of you know, ease up and give them that loose rein so they kind of get into a rhythm? Because that style is a lot different than a lot of the other American riders who seem to be riding harder for a lot longer the race than you do.
No, it's well, exactly like I say. Every have a different feeling, different rider. You know, I'm feeling like that. Nobody teach me. I only start in college. I want to go feeling with my horse, feeling how is the pace, how she want to go or no want to go. I never take it out in the space my horse in the long races. I let it go with my horse, and that for sure. That was the reason before in the race I go jogging and outside in the real, and the horse is very comfortable, happy,
Right.
not too strong. And then that was the horse is controlling the race. And exactly when I let it go ring, and the horse is very smart. And the los trillas had to pick it a little bit en el apo, cuando I press on a little bit, she give me the kid, the horse, that for sure.
Right. Now, for years and years and years, until you came along, really, years and years, Joe Bravo was the king of Monmouth Park. Okay. And now you're kind of the king of Monmouth Park. All right. You dominate the riders over there consistently year after year. And you do have success, like I said, in Breeders' Cup races. I mean, you won the sprint in 2018 on Roy H. That's not that long ago. Billy Batts second. You know, do you ever think about moving from Monmouth Park to a different racetrack, or are you comfortable at Monmouth? And what's in your mind behind that?
Oh, I come to the first thing I really like Jersey. Jersey Shore in the summer is very good,
Right.
very nice, and I really like it. I'm very enjoy. And then yeah, maybe think I want to go to Kentucky sometime. People see ask me sometime like a couple years ago, Peter Miller moved to California. I know like California, too expensive,
It's
and
very expensive to live in
very
California.
expensive.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for moving for you around, I know like I know think if for me California, I win races everywhere for me. It's easy.
Right.
Well, it's not easy, not this easy in the life, but I make it easy with the horse, and the horse is making me easy for me. And then I'm very comfortable in mom and pop. I know like feel when I go out, maybe from Florida, yes, I want to go to Oakland, Arkansas, maybe.
Right.
But I stay right now here, back and forth here, and then
Right. And you travel a lot. You know, you go out for steaks and whatnot. So I guess you know, you're getting good mounts in the big races. So it really doesn't hurt you. But I just think you have the statistics, the stats behind you, and you have the reputation and ability behind you where you could really ride at any circuit that you want to ride at, you know?
yeah, exactly like you say, you know, I can ride everywhere, I think, and then I don't want to go, like, feel I want to go move. I have the opportunity, very good opportunity to go to California with Peter Miller, but I know that I is thinking, but I little expense and everything, you know, my family is here in Florida, and
Right.
just very good. So it depends how it's working out with the life.
Right. One of the things, and you get involved in this as a rider. One of the things that fans and bettors complain a lot about the sport today are stewards. And it's not that they complain about the stewards, they complain about the stewards not being consistent. In other words, on Wednesday, there'll be an inquiry and they'll take a horse down. On Thursday, there'll be an inquiry that looks worse, but they don't take the horse down. As a rider, okay, are you aware of that? Do you riders think about that? Do you find that there is sometimes inconsistency as to what you can do, what you can't do, what's crossing the line, what's not?
Well, that was a funny question you asked. The last Wednesday, I have a very rough Wednesday. I lose a couple of good races. We should gallop the races. And then I can say in the tour, you say like, right, sometimes it's consistent and sometimes not. It's like any sport. You can see like football. You understand?
Right.
The football, sometimes the right call and sometimes not the right call.
Right.
You know, but here in Ghosting, the race is little different to the sport, the football, something like that. But it's similar. But yes, I agree with you. Sometimes in Florida, especially here in Florida, and the story is not like 100%. You know, you
Right.
can be, like go down a little bit, but not much. I can say. But here in Florida, like I can say for me here in Florida, all the time when I do a little mistake, he give me like 10, 20 days, 30 days
Right.
for my career. The reason I started here in Florida, because I started here in Florida. And always he know that people, I'm very aggressive. That was the reason I started here in Florida. I'm very aggressive, but no anymore. And see these women the same thing like was apprentice.
Right.
And when I go to the movies, all the time she give me this. It's no problem for me. I take it. It's okay. I did a mistake. I had to pay the price. And I did it. And yesterday she have a meeting with the stewards and then for all the jockeys and Gostrin, they say, oh, let's go straight. Everybody's running. Have a race a little crazy, little raw, whatever it is. That was funny. You saying coming to the steward. All the time, you know, like 100%. Sometimes you back and forth. You have to see you want to stay like 100%. You have to take down the horses. It's no different for nobody. But he said, well, see, you go to the movies. I have to take a day to the jockeys. So how you mind? All the time when I go movies, you give me days. And say I do something wrong, you give me days. I agree. I paid in the price. You have to stuck with that one, but you know how to be in the other one, people like that.
Right. No, I understand.
Especially in Florida.
Is Florida one of the meets where the riding is a little rougher than some of the other meets?
A little bit, yes. Because he's coming everywhere, coming to New York, Kentucky. I coming for Jersey, you know, everywhere. And see now, everybody was here in Florida now in California.
Right.
That one the best racer right now. And everybody want to win. And everybody like tight and rough.
Right. Now you have a reputation, and you said it yourself, you have a reputation as being an aggressive rider. I look at that as a fan, as a positive. I grew up watching guys like Angel Cordero, Lafitte Pincay, were very, very aggressive riders. I mean, if you watch, there's a Belmont Stakes that Lafitte Pincay won on a horse named Caveat, okay, where Greg McCarron was on a horse. I want to say his name was Op Point. Angel Cordero was on a horse outside of him, and Lafitte was coming up the rail, and he just knocked Greg McCarron's horse out of the way. Boom, just knocked him up, stayed him out on the rail, and no inquiry. Today probably would have been an inquiry and came down. But you have a reputation as being an aggressive race rider. Do you think sometimes that reputation, if there's an inquiry, hurt you a little bit with the stewards, that they're a little bit harder on you because they're like, well, it's Paco, you know, he's known to be aggressive. We got to be a little tougher on him than we might be on somebody else?
Absolutely, yes. Especially here in Florida. Okay, I started in Florida, I was very aggressive. I can say I was aggressive. So you got me in one race and I not be waiting for next day or 1 week later. I got you next race.
Right.
And I was aggressive. I know what I'm doing. I exactly know what you're doing. Some riders, he know what you're doing. Oh, let me see what's in the replay. Or you know how to watch the replay. See, you on the horse, and you know exactly what happened. what the fuck you watching the replay, you know? So you have to know in the top with the horse exactly what are you doing in the race. So you
Right.
know exactly what are you doing in the race. Come on, man.
Right.
And like just like say yes, like before, not too many camera. I say people not in the steward see give a little more race. I don't know. I know race in the past. I know watch too many races in the past. I learned it when I started in 2008, 2007, in the 2007, I started watching races because era my, I wanted to try ride for maybe 1 or 2 years. That was my thing in my head. I make a little money, 1 or 2 years, I want to go back to Mexico, but I never did it and do it very good in Cali, and that was the reason I stay riding thoroughbred.
Right. And now you plan to stay. You're not going back now, right? This is your new home.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Now I have a family, I have to be
Right. You
fighting
got
for
you
my
got
education.
Florida close to the beach, Jersey Shore close to the beach.
Yeah,
Where we going? We're not going anywhere at this stage of the game. I don't blame you.
no.
How tough is it, or how different is it to ride on the Tapeta track from either the grass or the dirt? What should I look for? What's the differences? If I'm watching a Tapeta race, what should I look for? What kind of horses do good on the Tapeta as opposed to grass and dirt?
Well, that for sure is completely different track, dirt, grass, and tapira. But I can say everything will depend with the horse. Some horses he love it, some horses he not like it. And it depends, like I can say, like if you are drive a car. You are a very good driver, you know what you're doing. You feeling
Right.
when you drive a Corolla, you feeling when you driving a Corvette.
Right.
And just see you know what you're doing, go the put it like 100 miles with the Corolla to the Corvette, you know the Corvette, you have to be controlled with a
Right.
car. And the Corolla, same thing, you know, go slow, but you have to take it out in the little space and pace. She know give it everything in the beginning, you know, and the horse is the same thing. She use in the race and you put in the right spec. And he like, you be okay with that horse, that's for sure.
What if you had to say, and as a reason why I'm asking you this question, if you had to say who was the flat out fastest horse, thoroughbred, of course, you ever rode, who would you say it was?
Well, I have a lot of fast horses, especially like in the good horses.
I have one that's in my mind because I thought you used to ride this horse. We'll see if you guess who he is. You used to ride this horse, very, very fast horse, like a rocket ship. And then they made a change in the Breeders' Cup. And you did not ride the horse, and someone else did. And they got beat.
Yeah.
And I always said, and I told the trainer, who's my friend, close friend, I said, I don't agree with what you did. And to this day, I believe, okay? And the other rider's a great rider too. You're both great riders. But I believe that if you rode that horse that day, you win the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
That was a very old horse. I know that horse. Only that person. I can live in alone with a horse. Nobody cannot ride with a horse, with a pony, even this house rider in the morning. This house rider is more bigger than you, is a Mexican, is my kind of friends, and he cannot gallop with a horse. He said, Paco, I don't know how you did it with a horse. Yeah, I'm doing very well with that horse because I have it, or you have magic hands and talents. Maybe yes, but you have to be like feeling for making the talents.
Interesting.
I looking for the horse. Yeah, I ride the horse and like, wow, the horse is like this thing, and I make it happy. The horse. That was the reason the horse is running very good for me.
Force freeze. That was the horse.
Similar for the Roche ate the horse. Roche ate the same thing. All the horse very old, and the other one same thing. But when you ask him, she give it to you. But if you have a lot of patience and she like in the race, she give it to you everything in the race. And I'm pretty sure that filly, the Calibrin, that was a fast filly. I think pretty sure that filly is very fast. Tostani, something like that, the name.
Right.
That filly was very fast. More than that horse and the other and the Roche in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, that was like quarter horse. One day in the beginning, when I know right too much with Kelly, she asked me, she said, hey, Paco, you have something with the 730 to the Kelly? No, I jump in this one and ask why you got in the Kelly. Are you sure? You, okay, I'm good in the gate. He said, well, I want to make sure the Philip come out in the gate. I'm breathe that Philip like mom and part like Tori to Kelly, she want to kill me. I said, Kelly, I know I want to be there in the All America. That Philip can be there in the All America. Nobody can be me.
How tough is it when you're going to breeze a horse in the morning, okay, and a trainer tells you, I want you to go 48 to 49 or 59 or a minute. How hard is it to know in your head? I mean, do you actually count or do you just kind of sense it to know how fast to go to breeze a horse?
I sense it with the horse. I feel it how fast is the horse, and this thing like you learning how fast you going, so you going too fast or you too slow. You learning with the horse, and you feeling the horse you going too fast
Right.
or you too slow. You learning with that thing with the horse. It's not too hard, and I believe the other way jockey he know what he doing how fast. Some horses is fast like you drive a new car and very fast car, you know feeling, but it has to
Right.
know you going fast. Pero sometimes happen,
Absolutely.
pero no believe, pero I have a very good hands. I can tell you that was the whole that distance or that price, grass or door or short. I'm very confident that thing. And that time that was the reason I'm doing very well with my agent because I told her all the time when I bring horses, ride that horse, she's doing very well.
See, I would not be a good jockey. You know why? One time, I'll tell you a funny story. I bought a very fast car. Okay, very, very fast car. One of the fastest cars you could buy. Okay. I buy brand new. All right. Drive it out of the showroom. Okay. My wife is with me and I'm driving. And now it's brand new, it's fancy car, very, very fast car, turns a lot of heads. And people are behind me and they're blowing a horn. They get mad. So I look down, going 70, 65, and I'm getting to know the car. I'm not used to it. You know, when you're not used to something, you know, the first time, different car, you never had one like it. I'm like, why is everybody blowing a horn at me? And I'm getting mad. And I'm like getting mad. And I'm cursing and people are pulling out and going past me, cursing at me and yelling at me and giving me the finger and everything. And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm yelling at my brand new car first day. You know, it was how stupid. Okay. And it felt like I was going slow, but the speedometer, I trusted. It said, sir, you know, this stupid thing. They sold me the car. It wasn't set on miles per hour. It was set on like kilometers or something else. So I was going like 20 miles an hour slower than I thought I was going. But I didn't know. I didn't know because with a new car, new feeling. You know what I mean? So if I was ever on a horse, I'd be in trouble because then I said it right. I'm like, oh, no wonder. Everybody's mad at me because I'm holding up traffic. Then I started driving right and boom, I passed everybody fast. But I didn't know. So on a horse, I probably won't be a good exercise rider. They probably tell me go 59, I go 105, be in trouble.
Yeah, it depends, you know. Same thing I do in the morning. Sometimes I leave it with a horse. Someone trying to see mad with me. One day, please, Eddie, please, is very mad with me. He told me, he said, Paco, can you bring my horse? Maybe you know the horse. It's my lucky day.
I do. I remember Eddie Pleaser, right? Yeah.
So she be running 1 week before in the winning in Saratoga. She said, Paco, I want to go like 49, 48.
Right.
And then always the horse, I'm working like most of the time with the horse. And then I let it go with the horse where it wants, 48, past 50, something like that. Always. I let it go and never ask, never hold it. Always that. She asked me, Paco, I want to like, it's okay, breathe. She's past 54. 55. Please, it's mad, very mad. And that day, but I win that race. I did it that time. My lucky days running very well that day. And
it was a nice horse. That was a nice horse. It's my lucky day.
Yeah.
Yeah. A horse that you used to ride too, I used to like a lot. I think you won a big race on the horse too. I'm not sure. Smooth Air. Remember Smooth Air?
Yeah.
He was a good horse.
Yeah, it was very nice horse. Very hard to ride the horse, but it's very nice horse. She have a lot of problem in the knee, like, but she's very nice horse.
Yeah, and I think you won a big race on him. I'm not sure. I want to say the Gulfstream Park Handicap maybe or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
that depends. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. I remember that. He was like a Derby contender, I think, too, for a little while. I think so. I think
Yeah.
he
She running in New York and then she not running very well. She changed to Chabrowns and she want a different thing and that horse she logging out a lot. She done bad thing and then she not being the same that horse to that.
right. How tough is it, Paco, when you're riding a horse that has potential, okay, that you like and you know is going to be a good horse, and a trainer or an owner decides they're going to make a switch, like what happened with Force Freeze. And to this day, like I say, I believe if you rode Force Freeze in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, he wins that race, okay, because you knew that horse, you rode that horse very well, he responded to you, you had excellent timing with that horse. When you get taken off a horse like that, is it first like walk me through that? Like for me, I'm not a rider, so I can't say, but I would have a hard time riding for that guy, keeping my thoughts to myself, my opinion to myself. I mean, it's such a competitive game. That's got to be a tough situation, no?
Yeah, but depend how you like take it, like how you swelling, it depends what kind of horse. Like the front facing Corey told me, oh Paco, that horse take it off. It's okay, Corey. I know it's be tough to win that horse. I know that. And
Right.
then for me, it's no different. For me, it's his business, in Mexico was the same thing with the boss having horses, and then I feeling the same, So I'm feeling I'm okay. She tell me off or no, so it's not different for me. It's easy for me. It's nobody has innovated me too much to tell me off that horse.
Right, right. It's tough though, riders, no contract, really. Everything is pretty much a handshake. You know what I mean? I mean, you have your agent, you get a call in a book, but really it's all handshake. There's no, like other sports, riders have, not riders, athletes have contracts. They know who they're going to play for, what they're going to do. Riders is, just very competitive. It's really every man for himself out there.
There is very competitive here, and especially at this time, now you have to work and hard and what are you doing exactly? You have to write perfect, not make a mistake, because you make a mistake, you take it off everything, It depends. And like anyone sport, so you win, people use it. If you not win too much, people not using too much,
Right.
It's depend like everybody wanna go the big riders and the whatever see make money. And that was that time right now.
Are there riders, okay, and I won't ask you who, okay? Are there riders that when you're riding in a race, all right, you know their tendencies, like okay, I'm in a race with this jockey. This jockey doesn't like it on the inside. I'm going to keep them on the inside because I know they don't like it. Or this jockey doesn't like when you go out there with them head and head. They're not good. Like they have different things they like or don't like, and you could use that to your advantage to beat them.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes he's
Okay.
on the right hand better receive. I know anymore. But I can say I put in the inside, whatever in that bad position. He know I want to go head to the head. It depends what kind of horse I have, what kind of horse he have. Depends. Everything depends. What distance, long, short. Everything depends. It's polytra, what else. It depends how you can use your horse.
So when you're riding in a race, you think about all of those kind of things. You know who you're riding against, the other horses, what their tendencies might be, all of that stuff, right?
Exactly. Exactly. You want to go horse, you want to go push too hard, you want to go too fast or too slow. It depends. But that way, I can say I want to go little open my mouth a little bit. It depends what kind of trainer, you know. She is the top trainer and she have a very fast horses.
Right.
And you have it like similar horse, but not that kind of horse. So maybe I can pressure a little bit. She no use me, but she use me. I not give it too many pressure. That it depends like any other one sport. I'm pretty sure.
Do you read the racing form and study the past performances?
It was before I like in the racing form, but now
Uh-huh.
all the time I read and yes, I really like what kind of horse I ride. I really like.
Okay. And what about how do you stay fit? What's your physical regimen like? How do you maintain your weight and stay fit and in shape?
Everybody's different. I like to ride. I like to ride horses. I'm feel he don't make me too much weight. I not thinking too much. I'm a little crazy sometimes, and then that was my keeping calm down. I'm working all the time, and then and that was the reason I like to work. You say, oh, you right here in Philadelphia, and I love it. I love ride one horse. When I have very bad morning and talk bad with the trainer, fight with the trainer. I jump with the horse. I forget everything. It's crazy. You know, everybody have it different. You know, people see like to fish, they will play to golf. I like to ride horse. When I
Yeah,
ride the horse, I have a beautiful day. I have a beautiful feeling with the horse, and I like that feeling.
Right. What in your career, okay, do you still want to accomplish? What's like more important? Do you want to win bigger races? Do you want to be leading rider? What keeps you going at this point when you've achieved so much? You've made it to high levels of the sport. What's your motivation now?
But everybody have like different dream. For me, win races. It's no way different. It's cheapy horse, big races. That for sure. I want to go more into the win races, big one. But for you make it to the big races, people have to see you. You win races, and that was the reason I like to ride any kind of horses. And I push to the winner. Sometimes in the train, I have a lot of trouble training and on it. Oh, why you not trying too much with my horse? Why you not push too much? For little, that horse you don't want to do it. See, and the horse you want to do it for what reason you want to use, and the rest in the horse you don't want to know it. You frustrate too much with the horses. See, have a 2 minute coming race for the horse. You be comfortable, let it go easy. Be confident with the race, and next time for sure want to come back and run it 100%. But sometimes the horse she don't want to go wrong. She don't want to do it. I'm very believing, especially in the Phillies song, when the Phillies is very hard to run in the same time always.
So it's different riding fillies and colts.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Phillies is like a woman, man. It's very.
Okay.
I can feel it. People just say, "Oh, you crazy." Horse in the same. For me, nah.
Now, when I'm watching you ride, okay, and we're turning into the stretch, and I see you give that famous Paco look over the shoulder, is that good or bad?
It's like before, like say it's bad.
Uh-huh.
Now she's changed everything. For the reason I'm looking the back, see somebody coming, I had to hit in my horse. See nobody coming, for what reason want to hit in my horse? For what we need everything with the horse? I let it like on to extend the gallop with the horse. Be confident in the race. And that horse is that way, that race is running very well for me. And I know when everybody complain, why you look, why you come back too much. Sometimes I know I have a horse, having a little intimate to the rider.
Right.
And she work. And everything changed this time.
I personally, if I bet on you and I see you look, I like it. I like it. I'm like, he's looking, he knows what he's doing. He's looking, he's watching. He's either got some horse or he's gonna do so. I like it. So I don't complain when you look. But
yeah, but I see look for me, I feel like comfortable, it comfortable to the horse and make it easy one. Like I can say, you know, for what reason she not look when I go right like the horse win for 5 lane, 10 lane, for what reason? She coming on 2 minute races for the thoroughbred in a lot, and that horse in the thoroughbred, she's working a lot. She gallop every day.
right. Paco, one of the big days at Gulfstream is Saturday, the Pegasus. There's a lot of stakes on the card that day. Anybody that you're looking forward to that day? Anything that sticks out to you that you're excited about?
Well, I can say everything depends with the horse. Every horse, single horse is feeling good, want to run good, for sure be in the wire. And she know, I know she be tough races, but yes, I like my horses. Yes, in the grass, the Pegasus for sure, the horse. And that horses, she's like human, bro. She's
Really?
like same thing like human. Yes, I do. And then I believe with my horses, and the horses is happy in the day in the race. for sure he beating in the big horses.
Good luck on Saturday. Paco, you're a fun guy to talk to. I think the world of you, man. I thank you so much for coming on the show and giving me some time. I really appreciate it. Pass the Wire are big fans and big supporters of Paco. I'm going to get something and put it on the wall. I'll maybe see you Saturday, and we'll get a pair of goggles or something, and we'll put them on the wall, Paco, or something. All right.
Right, that's for sure. I'll be waiting for you in Costa. I'm going to show you one video with that crazy race in the Cora horses. That's for sure.
Okay, I'll come see you Saturday. I'll come see you. Maybe Friday. It'll be less crowded. I'll come see you Friday.
I'll show you in the video. That was a very crazy video.
All right, man. I'll come see you Friday. We'll do that. Thank you so much, Paco, for coming on the show. It was a pleasure talking to you. And I'll see you Friday. And good luck, man. Stay safe. Okay.
Thank you so much, YouTube, buddy. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on the show, bro.
All right, man. Ciao. Thank you.
Frankie Dettori, legend, world-class jockey, one of the best ever to sit in the saddle, ambassador to the sport of kings. Meet Frankie during his fanfare like never before, only on Past the Wire TV. Tracking trips with Pick Six King Jonathan Stettin. It's one of the best tools in horse racing for any level of player. It's your second set of eyes, spotting troubled trips, betting angles, track trends, horses to watch and favorites to fade, 10 figs, ticket structure, and more. At Tracking Trips, you're a friend with benefits. Not a member? You must hate winning money. Join Tracking Trips now. Visit pastthewire.com and we'll see you in the winner's circle. Remember, nobody does it better.
Dan Oman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets.
History remembers moments of extraordinary strength, skill, and determination. True greatness is forged by those who fulfill their destiny.
Nobody does it better.